This is intended for a mature audience only. Bitches.
Welcome, my fellow deviants, to Raw and Uncut. And I am Randy, and I am joined today by
Meg.
Izzy.
And for those of you just joining for the first time, what have you been waiting for?
Mm-hmm.
We're almost at the end of season 1, y'all.
Yeah,
You should get this figured out by now.
Mm-hmm.
This is a podcast of three friends pushing the boundaries of social norms and bringing them to you. So that way you can push your social boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have any cleanup?
Clean up.
No, I'm pretty clean right now.
I just got it.
I did my manscaping already.
Yeah, I'm all tidy right now.
I'm the only jungle.
Well, today's episode, we're going to be using the safe word ducky.
Mm-hmm.
So, rubber ducky, you're the one.
Okay.
Quack, quack.
Do you know where that's from?
Yeah. Isn't the Sesame Street thing?
Oh, there you go.
God damn,
For
I
a
was a
second,
child at one point.
I was so worried.
Yeah, but you are what? Like, Generation A or whatever it is now. No.
Millennial.
Oh, you are a millennial, that's true.
Mm.
And what are you?
I don't know.
We're not talking about it.
A mummy?
Oh,
Yeah. Just remember, there's a decade between us.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so in this episode, y'all, we're going to be talking about it's gonna blow. That's right. We are talking about that orgasmic feeling of coming, that kind of coming that makes your toes curl and your back arch. Izzy's all too familiar with that.
I hope everyone's familiar with that. It would be a depressing life if you weren't.
You never know. We might have some people in here that don't, that go through that mundane, done.
How did that go? Usually I'm doing the sound effects.
So, so we're talking about the end of sex here, okay? So, through our episodes, we've talked about like what we like during sex and stuff like that. But now we're talking about the end of sex, like where are you at, in your headspace is,
Sleep.
right? Just roll over and just start snoring. So, when you are the top, I guess this is kind of directed to Izzy. I'm sorry, Megan.
That's okay.
We'll get to you in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're the top, like, do you like them to tell you where they want you to come at, or is it more of you like to surprise them?
I'd prefer to surprise them.
So you just bust it wherever you want to bust it.
Yeah, but usually there's a conversation beforehand kind of deal.
Sometimes, not all the time.
But yeah, usually it's going to be random.
I mean, I guess. What about you? Like for you being
boring.
the receiver.
Ugh, you really were like, I guess.
I mean, you're boring.
You're the boring
So
one.
pedantic.
You're the one that whispering there, I'm coming.
I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
knocking on your door. And I'm
Knocking on your belly button from the backside.
Ew. Okay. Anyway, proceed.
What about you, Megan? Like, so if you're with a guy, like, do you just like him to just bust, or do you just want to be like, come on my tits?
It kind of depends in the role I'm playing or the situation I'm in. There are times where I just rather watch it. So I'd rather it be like on my stomach or my chest so I could see it.
Right.
I always want to know whether I see it or feel it or whatever it is. I want them to tell me right before they go. I like to know.
You like to know what's coming.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. I do. Because then that gives me the opportunity to have them, if I need them to do it somewhere specific in that moment, I can be like, okay, and hop off or whatever. And if it needs to be external,
Okay.
or if it needs to be internal, or if I'm like jacking them off or something instead,
Mm-hmm.
Then I can choose, well, do I want to swallow or do I want it on my chest? So for me, it's situational.
It's situational.
Yeah.
If I'm a bottom, I want the mess. I want to see it.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it.
I don't know.
Again,
well, so for me, being a top, it's easier cleanup if I do it internally.
Yeah, I get that.
So I would prefer if I can do it internally, being the top, just because I don't want to deal with the cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot, and so I just don't want to deal with it. And now I will say, on the flip side of that, though, I prefer the bottom to come when I'm coming at the same time, but come on me.
Mm-hmm.
So, or on themselves.
Okay.
And so, and if they come before me and they come on themselves, then I'll just keep going. And if we smear it around, we smear it around.
Mm.
So
That's going to be a mess.
Mm-hmm.
I know it is, but it's not as messy. I don't feel like.
How much do you think you got that is going to flood the bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
God.
It leaves puddles.
Oh, God.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
Okay. Damn.
So, but, so like I said, for me, I definitely, if I have a choice, I'd rather bust inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get me wrong, though. I enjoy pulling out and surprising them as well.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, and we got story time later, but I can tell this one now.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger and I was topping, I used to pull out, and I would because not only do I come a lot, but I can shoot a pretty good distance.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would pull out and come on their chest, because they didn't want me to come in them, which is fine, and so, but I would purposely miss them and put it on their pillow, so that way when they rolled over later that night, they would roll into it.
Yummy.
Wow.
Yeah, so
What a dick move.
I wanted them to remember it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but yeah, so that's where I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody, do you have anything you want to add to where you like it, Izzy?
Where I like it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already said where I like it.
I'm just asking. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, I'm good. I'm full up.
So you are a cum guzzler.
No. Well, again, if they're topping, I do want to see a mess. I do like seeing, the act of it, it coming out and squirting and stuff like that. That's really arousing and hot to me.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing that could get me over the edge, complete me seeing that.
I see that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to choose one, I guess, characteristic, I guess is what you would call it, which would it be? Are you a swallower, a spitter? Do you like it when they fill your hole? Do you like it when they cover your hole? Do you just like to
Marinate in it?
lotion up with it?
Oh, at least flip me over.
Do you like to just rub it all over your chest?
Oh my God. Usually if I'm in that horny state, I don't care. If this is after I came, then I do. I don't want it smeared all over me and stuff. But in the act, in the moment, shoot, we could do whatever you like. Make a sandwich, a jelly sandwich.
See, and that's
bake it in a cupcake.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. If they come before, if I'm topping somebody, and let's say they're on their back and they come before me and they come on themselves, I have no problem. To me, I find it hot. If I just press my body against theirs and it's just rubbing there, I find that hot, but at the same time, I don't want the mess if I'm already done.
Exactly.
So,
I become pretentious. Never. I could never.
Be like, how dare you come on me?
Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
So that's just me. And, and the fact that, with me being a hairier guy, It kind of reminds me of, once you get to a certain point, it kind of reminds me of being back in kindergarten with like booger glue.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I know my hairier guys out there know exactly what I'm talking about. It just like sticks to everything. It
It's
just
clingy.
boogers up.
Mm-hmm.
So, but my fellow hairy deviants will back me up on that statement. I know they
Freaking
will.
boogers. Nasty.
That's why I like when I jerk off, I don't even jerk off on myself. Like I won't put it on me because I don't want that mess to have to deal with it.
Shame.
Like, I mean, what else are you supposed to do? You either get it on you or you don't.
Yeah, I mean, play with it a little bit.
Save it.
Save it for what?
Drink it
I don't know.
Put it in a cup and drink it later.
Put it in a cupcake.
I know there are
Yeah.
people that do that. Megan fills a shot glass with it.
No.
So, do you enjoy the swallowing? The act? Yeah.
Me? Do I personally enjoy swallowing? That depends on the person I'm with. It really does. I would say that I would swallow a load from somebody that I'm in a relationship with, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna swallow a load from just a first, like a one night stand kind of person. Like I'm not gonna do that. No.
Ooh,
So,
that's rough.
what about you?
I'm kind of on the same wavelengths. Like, I ain't gonna swallow for anybody. Like, that ain't gonna happen. But the actual act, I don't really. Yeah, I gotta be really horny for it. Like, I'm a thirsty hoe at this point. Like, I'm gobbling.
So you're like Pac-Man, waka waka
Yeah.
waka waka.
Like that. Just going down on it. And yeah, sometimes I get into that mood where I'm like, do it, fucker.
What about you, Megan? Do you like it?
It is specific to the person. I would agree. If they're not clean shaven or at least trimmed up, I won't.
Why's hair got to do with it? I mean, if you can be hairy and be clean.
Yeah, but sometimes it holds a musk.
It does,
Yes.
but you can be hairy and still be clean.
I understand that. But
If I take a shower right before we have sex, it's not going to have that musk.
I think it's
You would hope it doesn't
Yeah.
have that musk.
Well, if you
You gotta
can't wash the
scrub.
fucking musk off in the shower, you probably need to learn how to take a shower first.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
guys out there that don't wash their ass.
I mean, there's just people
True.
that just have a smell about them.
That's true too. That's why I don't like white guys.
Oh wow.
Well, that's true. But there's just, and if I don't enjoy your smell, whether it's musky or not, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to swallow because I'm not taking the risk that you're going to be tart and nasty and
That's true. And no matter what, people, pineapple does not help.
not really, no.
Oh, that's it. Have you tasted different? You know,
Oh,
like it
yeah.
just
Oh yeah, you
tastes
can taste the
different.
difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
been plenty of times when I've had I told my
I mean,
partner,
you
because
can
when she said tart, I was like, "Ugh."
yeah, yeah, super salty, tart, no.
like they just left
Like,
out McDonald's.
Yes.
You need water.
When if I were to continue with a partner, I tell them right there, like, okay, but you need to do some changing for me because
Oh,
otherwise I'm not going to go down on you. I'm not going to suck your dick again. It's just not going to happen.
True. Yeah.
you need to be a juicy
So
fruit.
since we're on the topic of busting in a mouth, do you enjoy it or are you open to, I guess you should say, I guess it's just, are you open to like they're fucking you and they pull out and put it in your mouth?
I would murder them.
Yeah, I kind of
Ass to mouth. That's what you're asking.
Well, I mean, there are people that are into that. And there are people that you can pull out and just bust in someone's mouth without sticking their dick in there.
I'm uppercutting his balls.
I mean, I'm fine with that. Not the ass to mouth thing, but if we're having sex and he comes out and then wants to put it in my mouth so he can come, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, see?
Different.
Yeah.
That is different.
Yeah.
Way different.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. It's not a very long jog, though, from the asshole to the taint.
I don't care.
I guess twat. because the taint's the fleshy fun
Yeah.
bridge in between.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
We're loopy today.
hmm
I have not had any smashes, y'all.
I am.
Izzy's on his first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm okay. I'm chill.
Mm-hmm.
And this was all that I know he's had. He's been home all day by himself while I was at work, so we don't know what he's been drinking.
I don't drink alone.
Bullshit. So for me, I would never want someone to do it to me, but I find it hot when I do it to someone else.
You fucker. You.
I have
Nasty.
had guys that like I'd be topping them and they want me to pull out and come in their mouth, and bust and finish in their mouth. And I was kind of on the fence and apprehensive about it the same as you, but when you're the one doing it, it's like, okay.
Get a taste of your own medicine.
I mean,
Get that earthy taste.
I mean, if they're clean,
Yeah, I don't know. To me, you can.
it's
First
no,
of all, you're not going in there with soap.
it's no
you ain't
different
scrubbing the
though.
walls
It's
with,
it's no different though than if you're fucking a guy in the ass and you stop fucking him and start eating him out. You're sticking your
Shit.
tongue in there.
I don't be eating out dudes either. I don't do buttholes like that. I look at him and be like, "Ooh, it's pretty."
I'm looking
and then
for-
stick something in.
I'm looking for my bullshit flag. Flag on the play.
No,
Let's review that.
you're the ass eater. I'm just I just like to stick stuff in.
I mean, or you go from somebody eating your ass to kissing you.
I've had that happen.
It's no different than that.
No, it is vastly different.
How's it
You're
different?
going in depths. Far deeper depths. I can finger my butthole.
I guess.
really-
I guess
really-
unless you've got a Gene Simmons tongue.
Oh. If you do, you know where to find me.
Of course he would. So, all right. Well, now that we know where everybody likes their cum, Megan, did you have anything that you wanted to add to the end of the dirty deed before we get to clean up?
No.
That just sounded like she did, and then she was like, "Nah, maybe not. Maybe I won't open that can of worms."
I think I'm good.
So, have you seen the TikTok video that's running around lately? I mean, like fucking 15 people have sent it to me about the vampire. Like, it kind of falls right into line with this. It's like,
Vampire?
yeah, it's like if there is more lives in a drop of semen than there is in a drop of blood, why don't vampires suck dick?
I thought I'm going to nerd out because I'm like thinking of like life essence and stuff like that. I'm like, that's why they do it.
I mean, it is. I mean, I'll suck
I think
dick.
cum could be like a shot for the vampire.
Well, I think actually a lot of them are switchers. They switch.
What, vampires?
Yeah, vampires.
They suck
could
what?
They are alive so damn long that they do eventually suck dick.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Izzy sucks dick. So
Wow. Just called me a corpse.
it's called you a vampire.
You're dead. Oh, my God.
So anyway, so now that the load is where the load is at, let's just put it that way.
Okay.
It's time for
It's on my
cleanup.
back.
It's on your back.
Between the cheeks.
See, I knew he was a cum guzzling
Between the cheeks? How's that a cum guzzler?
because that ass be swallowing that cum.
Okay, back to like where I like it. On the cheeks is nice too, visually. It's stunning. Under good moonlight.
So now that the cum is done, now we got to get the cleanup, right? So
Give me a hot towel.
is it immediate cleanup Or do you like to lay there and bask in it? Let's start with that. Like when you're done with your partner or your, let's just say for sake of argument, whoever you want it to be at this point, do you lay in it or do you get up and get cleaned up right away? Megan looks like she's biting at the bit over here to get hurt.
So, that depends. Sometimes, even though I've already gone and they've come, sometimes it's just not enough for me. And I actually have to play with it before I can clean it.
Play with it.
She dives right into it because I was actually going to talk about people that like to play with it and then eat it off of themselves.
Well, I won't eat it off of myself, but I use it to come again. But I have to use it.
Okay.
How are we using it? Like
as lube?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But it has to be me.
So I've done that. Like if they busted before me, like I'll pull out and I'll take their cum and put it on and use it as lube.
Yeah.
Like I've done that. That's hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
That's hot.
Yeah. Not all the time, but that happened. That's part of, in my eyes, the cleanup, because eventually it dries. So
It turns into booger glue.
Then I'm good. I'm all good.
Oh man.
I mean,
No, for me, it's if I don't have to do that, because there's sometimes that I have to do that. But if I don't have to do that, then it's pretty much immediate. I go to the bathroom, get the cum rag.
so I call them that like to lay there and play in it and eat it the cum savages.
Cum savage.
It's like I bust on, like I'll bust on their chest or whatever, and then I get up. I'm like, I'll go get you a rag, and you come back, and like all the cum's gone.
Yeah.
It's like they've done
sanitized.
It's like
No.
it's gone. Like there's nothing, you know. And it's like, okay, so I guess we don't have to go to dinner because you've had all your protein.
Oh.
You know, but
See, I can't do that. Once, if it is not in the moment when it is busted, I cannot then ingest it.
Yeah.
So you're like
once
it fresh from the
touches that
tap.
air-
It's fresh from the tap, and that is it.
it's like it's tainted.
Nope, I can't do it.
Once
Oh
it's
my
touched air.
God.
5 seconds on the floor, done.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, I wouldn't eat cum off the floor anyway.
No, I'm talking about
You know, the
in
rule.
general.
Like
5 second rule.
the
Yeah.
5 second. Well,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, technically, once it's out, it's dying.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
had
do
a
it.
guy try to get me to lick it off his chest, and
Nope.
I was like, "Fuck no!" It
See,
just I don't know.
I like that. I think that's hot. I
the
think,
consistency,
Yeah.
the temperature, everything changes.
Yeah.
yeah. See, I like that. I like that when, you know, like if they get it on their, like if I'm topping them and they're jerking it off or whatever, and they get it on their hand, like I like it when they eat it off their hand.
No, but
Quite
you,
honestly,
what about you?
I'll eat it off their hand too.
Ooh.
I mean, if it is right then and there, okay. If after he's done and part of his cleanup, instead of using a rag or something, I'll use my mouth, that's different. But if it's sitting there a minute,
Yeah, like that. Like
I
I've
can't
even
do it.
taken it to the point where it's like they'll like I'm topping them and they bust on their chest or whatever, and then it's like I just like scoop it up with my hand and feed it to them.
Oh no!
I mean, if it was a very tiny, like,
Oh no, I'm
not
just
like,
Just a stick.
no.
Just a little bit of flavoring for your finger. Just
no, not even a finger. Like I stick my whole hand in their mouth with it.
No, that's too much. If it's goop, if it's like
It's not different
like a
than eating-
spoon, like if it's in a
It's
spoon,
no
that's
different
too
than
much.
eating pudding.
What?
That's just too much in one go. Like it's one thing if you've got a little bit of residue, on your hands or the dick or the chest or something. It's
yeah, little aftertaste.
no, I don't want it to fill a fucking spoon and then get fed to me. That's just gross.
A spoon. That's not a lot of cum.
I was using it as a reference.
I mean, I could see if it was like, a cup or something of cum.
Oh, you're too much.
dude,
but-
that's a lot.
I'm talking like a little bit of cum on somebody's hands, like they wipe it
Oh,
up.
you said about
glop.
scooping. I'm
We're
thinking
talking-
a spoon.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a glop
Yeah.
of cum.
Like just enough to get your fingers wet.
Wet. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wet is different.
I'm not talking about like putting like, pounds of
Ugh.
cum in their mouth.
Yeah, no. Can't do it.
If I'm going to do that, then you're going to have to get it straight from the source because
Yeah.
It's too messy for you.
it's too messy for me.
Oh my god.
So,
That is not even the cleanup.
what? It is. We're cleaning it up
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by
They're
feeding it.
by feeding it to
Like-
them.
Feeding it, eating
That's a
it.
method. What a cheap method, but effective.
Yes.
Yeah, it keeps me from having to do towels.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So-
Save the towels.
So when it comes to cleanup though, like are you the type of person that like helps them clean up? Like do you or do you make them like waddle to the bathroom without trying to drop it on the floor? Like do you go get them a rag and bring it back to them, or do you or I mean I guess in your case, do you like
Yeah.
them to bring you a rag, or do
So-
you like to just walk
Cup
with
it?
your hands cupped under your tits?
No, so for me, I've got excellent muscle control.
Oh wow.
So I will be the one to go get the rag. I'll clean them up,
Oh damn.
and then that gives me the opportunity to see if I need the extra. 'Cause if I don't need the extra,
She puts it in a Ziploc bag for later.
no, that's gross. If I don't need it to come again, then I just once I take the rag back to the bathroom, I then clean myself up. But
Okay.
sometimes it takes a minute for it to come back out.
What?
Mm-hmm.
They went deep.
Oh. Well, yeah.
So sometimes I kind of wait. I just stand there and just wait for it to come out.
I mean,
She's like, hurry it up now.
It's like, come on. And sometimes I'll think, okay, maybe it was just a little bit this time. So I'll go on my business.
waiting on the coffee pot to start dripping.
I'll go downstairs and make dinner or whenever. I'll go do something else, depending on when we had sex. And all of a sudden, it'll be like, fuck, now I got to go to the bathroom and clean up. And it's been like 20 minutes later.
Damn, that's some good
Damn.
Kegels.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, what about you, Izzy?
The cleanup. Well, I would give them a towel usually, most of the time. As for me, I would want them to give me a towel too.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting there, just laying there, just like, hello, I need help. Just like arms up.
So you'd rather them get you cleaned up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's really nice. It's
Yeah.
like,
Bring
they're
a
taking
hot,
care of you.
bring a
little
hot rag and just wipe you down in the bed, roll you over, and wipe your ass.
Mm-hmm.
bit. Mhm. Yeah.
I guess.
Mm.
For me, I mean, y'all know what I do.
Mm-hmm.
For me to clean you up or to help clean you up, like that has to be something special.
Mhm.
Otherwise, if it's a one night stand kind of thing, I'm like, you can get yourself to the bathroom, get yourself cleaned up, but it's got to be quick and you got to get out of here. Like, you don't get to hang around, take a shower kind of thing. None of that. Like,
Yeah.
go in the bathroom, use some toilet paper. Here's a hand towel if I like
Not
you.
even
Yeah.
a wipey.
A wipey or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
or a wash rag, but I don't even like wet it for you. Like you can do it
Wow,
yourself.
give it to him dry.
Like for a one night stand, yes. Now if it's somebody that I have some kind of interest in, like I might change that up a little bit, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not the type of person that likes to hang around and clean
Bask
up
in the
afterwards.
cleaning. Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know. There's some people that like to relive the aftermath too.
well, and that's the thing. Like I was getting at earlier. Like, are you the type of person that likes to lay in it afterwards? And it's like, I don't mind that with somebody that I'm interested in.
But I know people that like they like the idea of it like dripping somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and being in like the couch or the bed just a little bit so they can reminisce about it, like if there's a mark or something.
So like when you gave me that hideous when I put it on their pillow,
Yeah, because I'm not the one doing that. I'm telling you, other people that I know that enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. So
And they'll just leave it there. No cleaning. So those are the people that make you waddle to the bathroom.
do they waddle to the bathroom and hope it doesn't drop on the floor?
Well, want it to drop.
That's true.
Or make, kind of like a spillage.
They have little drops all over.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
See, what about the part of the cleanup? It's not just your bodies.
It's
right?
just inside?
No. What about my damn sheets, man?
Well, they make these things called rubber sheets. No.
Oh.
No. So you have to have a sex blanket.
A sex blanket?
Yeah.
But how do you do that spontaneously?
You just keep
No,
it like
that
close to
doesn't-
the bed and throw it over the bed. Like if you're gonna have a one night stand,
That's
you
a
should
hookup. That's a hookup situation.
Yeah, you should
Throw
always
some
have a
towels down.
sex blanket. Now, if it's like a relationship type thing, I mean, I know why you're asking because you're in a relationship. So, but if it's a relationship type thing, like that's something you got to have a conversation with your partner about. Like, we need to keep it cleaner because I'm tired of washing the fucking sheets every night.
No, it's not even like that. It's I'm tired of fucking having to go to sleep in it.
Mm.
I always get the wet spot. Every goddamn time. I get the wet spot.
They gave me flashbacks of like rolling into a wet spot.
Oh, I know that.
The fuck? We missed the spot.
And you never know until you crawl in, you get comfortable,
then
and you
you
just
roll
shift
over,
a little bit,
and
and
it's
then
this
you're in
coldness.
Yep. Damn it! Now I got to get up, change the damn sheets.
So yeah, that's something you have to have a conversation.
No,
you
see,
can
I
always-
didn't know anything about the blanket. I never,
Yeah,
never
keep a
even
sex
thought about
blanket.
that.
Keep a sex blanket in the room.
dude.
That way, you know,
Stiff ass blanket.
you can fuck on it. If it gets something on it, okay, whatever.
You just
You wash it, you know, once a week or whatever.
Once a week.
Depending on how
That's
much you
the
use.
sex blanket.
See, but
Depending on
I,
how much you use it.
I guess
You know.
I didn't think about that. I never thought about that.
See, learned something new tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't something not too long ago we taught you that you didn't know either.
And the
Oh,
was
first
it?
time for
To
having
ride.
anal. Yeah,
that's right.
Yep.
That's right. We did.
Mhm.
About what?
We were talking about her riding it with anal.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
yes.
So how'd that go?
You did it?
I have not.
Oh.
Oh, my deviance. I'm sorry. I thought
Yeah.
we were going to get a story out of this.
No.
What are you waiting for? He's been back for like a week,
Oh, yeah. Just a week.
2 weeks, something like that.
It can be intimidating your first time.
He has got back problems. He done threw that back out trying to get in that magic pussy,
Wow.
Mhm.
It wouldn't let him go.
Nope.
right?
I clamped down
He
and
got
said,
in,
let's go.
He got in and couldn't get out.
Yep.
Cracked his back.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I guess to each their own, wherever they want it, right?
Yeah.
You know, once you get that done cleaning up, though, now it's like, do you cuddle?
Again, that's a relationship thing. I know hookups that want to cuddle.
I do too.
Like,
Yeah, I
that's
do
a
too.
thing. You cuddling with strangers? How's that?
Yeah. There was a couple of them that liked more of the sensual side
Mm-hmm.
afterwards.
Yeah.
So it was, we'd just lay there and just talk about different things for, up to 20 minutes or so. And then
What's the longest you've laid in bed after sex and talked to somebody who's not a relationship?
Next day.
You just come out the box with that.
It was like, how am I going to get out of this?
oh, you were trapped.
Yeah, I felt
Oh.
trapped. And they kept wanting to like cuddle and talk and, and I'm just staying there like, fuck. Like, I'm here for the night. I just want to like sneak out and disappear. But I felt like I couldn't.
Was that like a hookup though, or was that a plan like you're staying over?
It was a hookup
Mm.
that turned into a sleepover.
Yeah. I've had that happen to me actually. I had somebody I hooked up with who came over and, I was kind of interested in him, so I entertained the,
Mm-hmm.
you can lay around and let's talk for a little bit, kind of
Mhm.
thing. And then it just kind of it was turned into like one of those overnight things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, okay. You know, I guess that's why you brought your book bag with you. You already had your
You already
overnight
knew.
bag.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes.
most of mine though are like get up and get out.
Yeah.
Like I'm just
I need a little bit of time to feel like I did what I was supposed to do. And if you get up and just leave, then I feel like I did something wrong. So I can't.
okay.
I need them to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain that.
I mean, I've done the whole like lay around for like 20 minutes if I feel like I want to go again, just to see if they want to go again.
Yeah.
But then it's like, nah, you got to go.
No.
No, I immediately just bloop in my head. You can go.
Your services are no longer needed.
Exactly. Here's the
He
exit.
pushes the button. Now serving 65.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So when it comes to one night stands, this has been a debate. I actually had this debate at work the other day. When it comes to one night stands, do you give them a kiss when they leave?
No.
That's worse.
Like, see you later, kind of kiss.
I don't know why I'm so particular about kissing a person too. Like, I don't know. It's too intimate for me with the hookup.
I agree with you 100%. Like for me, if I'm kissing you, then I'm interested in you or we're in a relationship, one of the two.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of kissing somebody I'm just hooking up with.
Yeah. And again, there's
because I don't know. In my head, I'm thinking, did they brush their teeth?
the hygiene of it
I
all.
don't want to stick my. It's like I don't know why, but I have this like fear in my. Not really a fear. I just have this vision in my head that I kiss some random stranger I'm hooking up with and like lick food out of their teeth,
Ugh.
like a piece of meat or
But
something.
for a hookup, would you I guess eat them out?
You mean eat their ass?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I don't know. There was a bit of a hesitation there, Randy.
no, I wouldn't not eat their ass. Not for a
Okay.
hook up. No.
Mm.
Now, maybe if it was like, third or fourth time hooking up with the same person,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
different. But just for first time, maybe never going to do it again.
Your type,
No.
sweet,
Mm-hmm.
Stop coming on to
smelling
me, Izzy.
good. I think he's lying. He licked that booty hole
Not for a first time, no.
and then let him spit in his mouth.
No. No, I will not let you spit in my mouth, but I will spit in yours.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I enjoyed that. I would do that again.
No.
That was very, I don't know.
Yeah, you can have that.
So any stories you want to tell about your coming stories?
Coming stories.
Yeah.
God,
Do you have any coming stories?
there's too many.
So I'll tell you. I mean, I already told my whole story about where I used to put it on the pillow. It is, it is what it is, y'all. There's DNA of mine running around everywhere. And I'm quite a few people have rolled over in the middle of the night and hit it because I get the text message.
Wow.
My bad. Anyway, but I will tell you. So I had a friend once, and this was long ago, that when he got done having sex, they would get up to go get him a towel or whatever. By the time they came back, he had done wiped his dick on their curtain.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's how he would leave his mark, is he would wipe their dick on the curtain in the bedroom.
Is that like a territorial thing?
For him it was. It was like,
Oh.
I'm leaving my mark. I've been here.
I've been here. Oh.
And I hate that I understand it. But oh my God. Use the curtains to wipe his dick.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
How would you know?
Why is that curtain so
Eventually, I'd know. I wash my curtains.
stiff? Every time you pass by, you just get that whiff.
No.
It it's so crispy here.
Oh.
Who starched my curtain? But yeah, he would wipe his dick on the curtains. So, but yeah.
This is a friend?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is long ago, though, when I was still in the military.
Okay.
No.
Your tactic is like splooge on their pillow?
Well, not splooge on their pillow. I bust on them. I just make sure a little bit misses.
That takes some aim, some strategy, some
It's like
control. Fire.
it's like Battleship to B3.
Oh God. So I think it's worse now, like the hotels and things like that. If you were in a hotel, you definitely would not give a damn.
Right. I mean, most people out there don't even know what they're doing in a hotel or what's been done in a hotel, I should say, because, so you don't know what's been done on those sheets. You don't know if they've been
That's kind of
cleaned.
my fear.
I mean, I'm gonna tell another story. I have hooked up in hotels on the bed. Never actually slept in the bed.
You bitch.
And just left the sheets and just to clean.
That's what I imagine. And then like the
somebody
maids
just
would come
freshly
in.
made the bed.
Yeah.
And do the maids actually change it? I
That's
don't
what I
know. Not my
wonder.
problem.
I feel like there's maids out there that be like, they walk in, like, it's still clean, and then just walk right out.
I'm sure they do.
Ugh. And for other people, that's a turn on. That's
Yeah, I mean that is a turn on for some people. Is it for you?
No.
another strangers come just lingering in the air.
Just bask in it.
No.
No.
It's life's essence.
It was at one point in time.
They come and scream it.
After a few minutes, no longer.
Ay. So, but yeah, anyway, did y'all have any other stories you wanted to tell?
About what?
Nope.
Or cleaning up?
Oh, no. No, I'm good.
No, no, you don't want to tell the stories?
About what?
Well, we all know what you like to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever had somebody that like you busted? I guess this is more for him. Or I guess it could be for you too. Somebody busted in you or you busted in somebody and they wanted to like put it on you or wanted you to put it back on them, like let it go on them.
No.
So wait, it's already been in.
Yeah, like so it's like let's just say it's in your ass.
Okay.
The load's in your ass.
Woo!
And now they want you to like let it go on them.
Like hover over them and let it just drip.
Yeah.
Or just push it out. Just be like, bitch.
Either way.
Either way.
I mean, I know there's people
Wow.
out there that like to let it come out and then play with
what's
it.
that term called? I had people that when they come in you, they want to lick it out. Like
I mean, I don't.
that's
What is that term?
Is that cream pie?
No.
there's an actual
It's
term of
something
the
like that.
act of licking it out of the person.
And, so I know that shrimping is when you come in somebody and then suck it out with a straw.
Oh man, a straw?
Or felching. They also call it felching. I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So I'm not doing either of those.
Imagine someone whip out a straw during sex. Like that's the cleanup.
Is
He
that
just
why?
slurps it up.
That's why Megan carries that collapsible straw in her purse.
Wow.
I just have a really bad thing for it.
She's got a collection.
She
got a
dips a
toolkit.
straw in and puts it in a test tube and saves it.
It's glow in the dark.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that'd be bad. If your sperm's glowing in the dark, you got a problem. But yeah, no felching. Ugh. I can't stand. So me personally, like I've had people who are like I've busted in them and they're like, you want to watch me push it out? I'm like, no, not really.
Yeah, that kind of.
Once it's done, it's done. Like, no thanks.
No.
So
Don't need it squinting at me like that.
I just, no thanks.
It's not that bad.
What? Watching them push it out?
It's like it's just pulsating, like bloop 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 bloop. Hello, and then blah. And that's
He's
it.
still on one smash, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, well, that about wraps up this episode of Raw and Uncut, my fellow deviants. If you want to know more about our show or reach out to the hosts, you can head over to the website at rawanduncutcast.com. Look us up on Facebook or email us at rawanduncutcast@gmail.com.
Yes, talk to me.
Send us your stories, y'all. We'd like to hear from you. We are going to be having a listener's tale coming up very soon. We are getting ready to wrap up season 1.
Yep.
So I know, right? But don't worry, season 2 will come along pretty quickly before you know it. So we would like to try and get that listener tale in though before the end of season 1. So send us your stories, tell us your jokes, whatever you want to do, and we'll put them out there. If you want us to use your name, we'll use it. If not, just tell us and we'll make up a name for you.
Yep.
So. Be sure to follow and share us on your favorite platforms. And before we go, whether you're cum phobic or cum guzzler,
Okay.
I knew you were as a cum guzzler.
No.
Yeah, you just solidified that,
What do
just
you
like
mean?
cum does on your chest solidifies.
Continue with the outro.
So whether you're a cum phobic or a cum guzzler, it's a sticky situation. Make sure you're prepared for it either way, though, and clean up,
Not in the fucking eye.
right?
Or the hair.
And as always, choose your safe word wisely.
Hand me the towel.